Hi, my name is Jasmine Phillips, and I'm interviewing myself for a possible educator and teacher position in a middle school, elementary, or high school. The first question says there are a lot of qualified candidates here today. Why are you different, and why should we take you? So, the first good quality I would say about myself is that I have great communication skills. I am able to call parents whenever needed. I have been able to communicate very openly with my principal about the needs of the classroom. If I'm able to notice something that someone else doesn't, my suggestions, I've always been a great communicator when it comes to my children and the things that I need to see happen or I want to see happen. I always have a positive attitude. I come in ready to work every day. I smile at all of my kids in the hallway. They know who Miss Phillips is. I am always very positive, very outgoing, and I push my children to be the same way. If there's anything that's going on at home, you probably never know just because I come in here and I'm pumped every day. I am also very dependable. Every day I come in very early. I get here about or get to work about 45 minutes early, and I begin to set up everything that we need for the day. Sometimes it's very unexpected, but a teacher may be out, and if that's the case, then I need everything together or whatever we want to do. And sometimes they'll call me and let me know, okay, we're going to have a sub today because this happened at home. So if that's the case, I will pull everything and get it together and go from there. So again, I'm also very dependable. And the fact that I love children, I know that may sound really crazy uh, if you're an educator and you want to go into the education field, but there are a lot of educators that I've noticed over the years that do not enjoy children. They thought getting an actual career as a teacher would help them as far as reaching financial stability, but they don't love their children. It's just a job to them. And for me, that's no good. So when I come to work every day, I am loving on all of my babies like they are my own. I enjoy watching their growth, and I enjoy watching any steps and any changes, the maturity over the years. Um, I love my children. They all know who Miss Phillips is in the morning by me walking down the hallway, and I have the biggest smile on my face. The second question is provide an example of your leadership ability. So, the fact that I am currently a teacher assistant and I have been a teacher assistant for the past 6 years, I've also worked as a substitute teacher for a year. Um, Being a leader is something that definitely happens when you are placed in a position or a field where you it's up in the air sometimes what happens. Very last minute we will get a sub, or sometimes we don't even have a sub and I'll come in to no one here, but again I get here early so I get everything together. But my leadership skills, I would say, definitely come from being here when no one else, or stepping in as the teacher in the classroom when no one else is there. Also, being able to assist the subs when they come in very quickly. Sometimes they will even just tell me because, oh, you have more experience or you know these children, you can just go ahead and do it. So they'll let me handle it. I'm able to also quickly assist the teachers that I work with. If they need to step out for anything or talk to a parent, here I am, front center, and I go with it. There's no pause or in between. I'm very aware of what's going on, so I can hop on board and into a situation where again it's kind of like unknowing, but I hop in and I'm able to perform the duties of the teacher or the leader in the classroom. The next question says, describe a situation where you are able to positively influence the action of others in a desired situation. So, working in the classroom setting for all these years, I've noticed one thing. And again, this is some things it's not the best situation, but a lot of times people don't know how to adapt. So I would say that I have influenced some of the teachers that I've worked with over the years to build relationships with their students. A lot of the times when you have students that have behavior issues and different issues, they can't always relate. They can't always build that relationship. But over the years, I've learned like very early, first day of school, I am all about who you are, what's going on at home, and we can talk. I'm very open. My students know that they can come talk to me about anything. Sometimes when they get mad at the teacher, they need to talk to Miss Phillips, and I will take them out into the hallway and just talk about whatever's going on at home, what's ever bothering them, if someone is bullying them. I am all about building positive relationships. And again, that's something that my coworkers have noticed. I've always been really sought out for relationship advice with students. Like, what do I need to do about this student? Or what can I do to change this? It varies, but I have always been able to build positive relationships with my students, and that's something, again, that I have been able to influence other teachers to do. Finally, the last question says, give me an example of a time where you tried to accomplish something and failed. So, the biggest for me is school. The reason being is that over the years, even right out of high school, I went to an early college. I graduated with an associate degree. My plan was to go right to ASU for elementary education, but I got pregnant, and then after that, everything just kind of stopped for me. I haven't I haven't always given my best foot. Sometimes I'll give up very easily. It's not something that I'm proud of, and I'm learning, and I've learned over the years how to keep pushing, how to encourage others. Because I oftentimes I'll notice that I can encourage everyone else, but I can't take my own advice. But something that I have failed at and tried over is school. I've been to, I think, 3 different colleges for elementary education. I will start and everything's good, and then something happens. As soon as something happens or there's a bump in the road, I can't. I stop. And then it's up to me to